सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ Page 185, 13th chapter, 3rd verse. Kesharo manakasmashrum malani vibhruyadayah malani vibhruyadatah निविभ्रुयादतः न धावदेप्सु मज्जेत त्रिकालं स्थण्डिलेशयः। We are seeing the Vanaprastha Ashrama Dharma. Lord Krishna completed Brahmacharya Ashrama, Grihastha Ashrama in the previous chapters, that is 12th chapter. Now the Vanaprastha Ashrama description comes from first verse onwards up to 12th verse. Sorry, up to 10th verse Vanaprastha Ashrama. Then from 11th verse onwards up to the end of this chapter, Sannyasa Ashrama description. These ashramas are meant for one's own spiritual upliftment. In our culture, Vaidika Dharma, 4 ashramas are very much highlighted in one's own life. For the purpose of moksha, chaturtha purushartha. For that moksha, one has to acclimatize from one ashrama to another ashrama. Therefore, our Shastra gives for a length of time so that person can acclimatize for the next ashrama. 25 years minimum you can take, maximum, not minimum. Brahmacharya ashrama 25 years. Then Grihastha ashrama 25 years. Then Vanaprastha ashrama 25 years. Later you come to Sannyasa ashrama. Whether you take sannyasa physically, akar robes or not, doesn't matter. But sannyasa at mental level, vairagyam at mental level, that is important according to Shastra. Sannyasa, ashrama sannyasa is only for facility to study, to spend more time in Shastra. It is a facility. But if you are able to manage in Grihastha ashrama, like all of you, you are managing in Grihastha ashrama, happily studying Shastra and doing your duties also. Regularly you are coming to the class. This itself is a great thing to come to that final moksha purushartha. So Lord Krishna is talking about that Grihastha ashrama, how one should lead his or her own life in Vanaprastha ashrama. Withdraw from the family duties. Withdraw from possessions. Too many possessions, too many interactions, too many obligations may you avoid. If not at a time, slowly, gradually you can reduce. Once a daughter-in-law comes, once son is ready to take up his own responsibilities, slowly hand over your duties to your children. And you can stay either in the house, in one corner of the house, or in one room, or if possible you can go to the forest. Now forest is not available, therefore you can stay at home itself. That is what we have to see. In Dwapara Yuga, now Kali Yuga, there is a lot of difference. When we are reading these slokas and all, we should not get confused, because these are all literally you cannot take. Please maintain the spirit behind that. Literally if you take, that will not gel now at present system, Kali Yuga. Therefore, you can take the spirit behind that. For our academic interest, we can know how it was. Vanaprastha how it was in Treta Yuga, how it was in Dwapara Yuga. It is not possible completely, totally in Kali Yuga. Therefore, you need not feel bad. Don't follow all those things strictly. Because in this sloka, you see the third sloka, what Lord Krishna says. Kesha Romani Smashru Malani Vibhruyat. May you don't take bath, don't cut your hair, don't remove your dirt from the body. That is the literal meaning. In Vanaprastha Ashrama, may you not do all these things. Can you take literally? Literally you should not take. Then how you should take? We have to take in that right spirit. What? Don't give too much importance to your hair, nail, skin care, nail care, hair care. Don't give too much importance. Reduce. Body attachment you reduce. For that purpose only, this is the idea given by Lord Krishna. Na dhaved apsu majjeta. May you not take bath. Just dip 3 times in the water and come out and lie down on the sand. That's what is the meaning. Na dhaved apsu majjeta trikalam sthandileshayaha. Trikalam dhavet means you take bath in the river 3 times and lie down on the floor. Don't have any bed. Like that it is telling. Now sitting down itself is a project. Where is the question of sleeping on the floor? Therefore that is ruled out. We cannot, bath means we can manage, one time we can take. But all this not cleaning too much, taking care of the body, that means it contradicts the another Smriti. Patanjala Darshanam, that Yoga Sutras, Patanjali talks about Shaucham, cleanliness. In Ashtanga Yoga, Yama-Niyamas, while talking, Niyamas, what is the first one? First Niyama, that is Shaucham. Shaucha, Santoshat, Tapaswadhyaya. So Patanjali says Shaucham, cleanliness. Now, here Lord Krishna says, don't clean your body. Don't clean your body. So, Patanjali Smriti, Yoga Darshanam, and Krishna's words in this Bhagavata Uddhava Gita, they both contradict each other. Then how to reconcile this when the two Smritis are contradicting? For that there is a sloka, beautiful sloka, I often say in Upanishad classes, Shruti Smrityor Param Bhadhe Shrutireva Gariyasi. When Shruti and Smriti, Upanishads, Shruti, Smriti, Puranas, when there is a conflict, contradiction in the sense contradiction. Suppose contradiction is there, which is the point, pramanam we have to take na, Shrutireva Gariyasi. Shruti means Upanishad alone we have to take, not Smriti. Because Shruti is the primary pramanam for us, not Smriti. This is the first two lines. Shruti Smrityor Param Vadhe Shrutireva Gariyasi. Gariyasi means superior. Suppose between two Smritis there is a contradiction. Smrityoho Parasparam Vadhe. Yoga Darshanam is one Smriti, Yoga Shastra. Purana, Bhagavatam, Uddhava Gita comes in Bhagavatam is another Smriti. Smrityoho Parasparam Vadhe. Vadhe means contradicting each other. Because Yoga Darshanam of Patanjali says, take bath, be pure, always maintain purity. Whereas Uddhava Gita, Lord Krishna says, don't bother about your cleanliness. So, contradiction. Then what Shastra says? Nyayopeta Gariyasi. What is logical, that alone is pramanam. What is logical is pramanam. Smrityoho parasparam bhadhe. Between two smritis, if there is a contradiction, you have to take whatever is logical, that you have to take. Smrityoho parasparam bhadhe nyayopeta gariyasi. Nyaya means that which is not contradicting logically. Rules of interpretation. This is called rules of interpretation. Nyaya means rules of interpretation. What is nyayam? Taking bath is nyayam. Rules of interpretation is this here. Why? Because taking bath, there are two benefits. First benefit is you are healthy. If you take bath, you are healthy. If you don't take bath, you are also not healthy. You are causing ill health to others also. Therefore, taking bath is good for health. That is one benefit. Another benefit, taking bath is compulsory. It is a religious purity. To do any ritual, you have to take bath. Daily we do puja. It's a ritual. You can't do puja without taking bath. Even Sayam puja, you have to take bath. So taking bath is compulsory in our Vaidika dharma, because without taking bath you cannot do any ritual. This is one of the prime spiritual or ritual purity, this is called, or religious purity. So bath is compulsory in our culture. In some culture, bath is not compulsory. They won't give that much importance to bath. Anytime you can take, whenever you want. But in our culture, it's not so. Because you have to offer to Bhagavan everything before what you are using, especially food. Without taking bath, you cannot offer to Bhagavan. You have to eat, you are feeling hungry. You may eat food without bath, but without Naivedyam, offering to God, you are not supposed to eat food according to our culture. Therefore, you have to take bath. Afterwards, you do Naivedyam. Then, you take food. Why I am talking deliberately? Nowadays, people are finishing breakfast, morning, coffee, breakfast. You see younger generations, Modern children nowadays, they are all taking bath at 12 o'clock. Even after lunch, some people take bath. It is, according to Shastra, it is a great sin. Papam, Mahapapam. So one should not do that. Up to 12 o'clock, you should not stay without bath, first of all. If you go a house nowadays, on Sundays especially, you cannot go. They don't allow anybody to come nowadays. Why not? If anybody comes, we have to fresh up, take bath. Say you. Therefore, what? They sit in their room only. They won't come out. I have seen this. In the name of modern lifestyle, these are all habits are coming, all wrong habits. Therefore, Nyayopeta Gariya means taking bath is must, compulsory. Therefore, don't literally apply this. Okay? You have to take, what is the right interpretation? Don't pamper your body in Vanaprastha ashrama. Okay? That is, don't give too much importance to your body. Don't seek cushion bed and all. Learn to sleep on the hard surface also. These are all preparation for sannyas ashrama. A mindset that you can go to sannyas ashrama, you have to renounce everything, all comforts. That time you feel so difficult if you don't start giving up now. Comforts. So the more you give up comforts, the more simple your life is. That is the purpose. The more you want comforts for your body, the more dependent you are. See the logic here. Simple common sense. The more comforts, more facilities, more dependence. Previously, if power goes, we don't bother. Hours together we used to stay. No fan. There's no fan, the kai fan. No? இது வச்சுட்டு விசிறி நிம்மதியாக இருக்கும். விசிறி ஒரு எக்ஸசைஸ் கைக்கு. இப்படி விசிறியே கிடையாது வீட்டில். எந்த வீட்டில் விசிறி இருக்காது. ஏன்னா if power is not there, TV cannot function, phone cannot function, all these problems are there. Therefore, we want 24 hours electricity. For that purpose, generator or inverter. So more dependence. It's the more occupation in the mind. Mentally you are occupied. More dependence. We are not able to stay even a few hours without electricity, without TV, without phone, especially mobile phone. So this is called more dependence. A Vanaprasthi has to reduce dependence. And another, what I am seeing in Vanaprasthis after 50, 60, they are carrying all the time cell phone. And children are seeing where father is moving. If internet la ella paaka mudiyum. Appa enga irukar. One student told me, otherwise I do not know. She always, monthly once she comes to my house and she is telling me, my son is in Singapore. He knows where his mother is, where she is going. Because they are elderly people, children are always watching. And mother always keeping cell phone. She has to carry. Because son can call at any time. So always people, when we are sitting with people, we are talking also, phone they are keeping holding in the hand. Why this much dependence we are having? And you see 5, 6 people are sitting and talking, old people only. All are holding on to cell phone. None of them are looking into face to face, eye to eye. This is more terrible. I feel very bad to see these people, how dependent they are. Because SMS comes, WhatsApp may come, email may come. This much addiction, this is a dependence. Problem is what? They come to class, suppose they switch off phone and they forget to switch on because of old age. And they will get shout from children, why don't you switch on phone? Like this, what a dependence. Everything, whatever gadgets we are using, for our facility, comfort, we are becoming addicted to that and we are becoming dependent. Where is the time for japa, dhyanam, bhagavad chintana? Vanaprastha, what we have to do? Parent chintana, peti chintana, grandson chintana. Balastavat क्रीडासक्तः तरुणस्तावत् तरुणीसक्तः वृद्धस्तावत् पेरन्सक्तः. Swamiji says पेति सक्तः परमे ब्रह्मणि कोपि न सक्तः. Oh, nobody is thinking about Bhagavan. அப்படி இருக்கக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்றார் கிருஷ்ணர். நான் சொல்லலை, கிருஷ்ணர் சொல்றார். புரியுறதோ? அதனால we have to reduce. Next verse we will end. Continuation of Vanaprastha 186, page number 4th verse. Grishme tapyeta panchagninam varsha swasara short jale आखण्डमग्ना शिशिरे एवं वृत्तस्तपश्चरेत् एवं वृत्तः. Taking to such a lifestyle. Vrittaha means routine lifestyle. Charet, one should lead his life. Tapaha charet. Tapaha means vratam. Vratam means a discipline. Strict discipline I have to follow. Vratam charet. How? Grishme tapyeta panchagni. Grishme, in hot summer. In hot summer, Grishma Ritu, which is going to come, already has come, going to come. Grishme, Panchagni tapyeta, he has to do austerity, tapas, in 5 fires. Panchagni means 5 fires. What are those 5 fires? 4 corners he has to kindle the fire. Nobody is doing that now. When you go to Kumbh Mela, you can see how the sadhus, many people, they do Panchagni tapas. When I went to last time Kumbh Mela, we used to go to see that different ashramas where people are doing lot of tapas. There I saw 2-3 people are doing this Panchagni vratam. 5 corners they kindle the fire, and 5th fire is on the top, sunlight, hot sun. They sit, and 4 sides, 4 corners fire, and they sit in the middle. And that temperature they have to withstand. The body has to withstand. The body has to withstand. Why so much difficulty they have to undergo? Our Shastra considers body is a medium to attain moksha. May you not have body identification. Body identification will not allow you to renounce the body attachment. So, detach from the body. Attachment is for detachment. When you are young, you have attachment with the body. You can. At that time it is fine. Attach for detach. First you attach, then you get detached. You have to detach, otherwise this body attachment, old age, disease, or the future death, all this will give lot of fear, create fear in your mind. Therefore our Shastra says, before that, body is going to perish, body is going to decline, body is going to get lot of the diseases. You avoid that attachment towards body. Drop attachment. That is why these are all sincere practices given in Shastra those days. Panchagni Vratam, this is number 1. Number 2, Varshasu Asara Shad. Varshasu, in rain, during rainy season, when rain comes, learn to drench in the rain. Don't afraid of rain, don't run away from the rain. May you be there in the rain, in the rainy season. Don't hate the rain when it comes. Don't hate the rain. Don't hate that heat. Now onwards you see people start telling temperature increased. Yes, Agni Nakshatram. How many times people talk about that heat in the summer. Too hot, too much sweating. We should not say like that. According to Shastra, if you say that, you are criticizing the fire god. ரொம்ப ஹீட்டாக இருக்க, ரொம்ப ஸ்வெட்டிங்காக இருக்க சொல்லாதேன்னா பேசக்கூடாது. ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தியாக வருஷம் ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்க, ரெய்னியாக இருக்க, ஆல் ரோட்ஸ் ஆர் டர்ட்டி, டோன்ட் சே தட். அதுதான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கோம் நம்ம இப்போ, இல்லையா? ரொம்ப ஹாட்டாக இருக்க, ரொம்ப ஹாட்டாக இருக்க. சம்மர் வந்து ஹாட்டாக தான் இருக்கும், எதுக்கு சொல்லணும்? ஆனால் சொல்கிறோம் நம்ம. சொல்லக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்கிறது சாஸ்திரம். டோன்ட் சே தட். It is nature. When Grishma Ritu comes, summer season comes, it is hot only. Bear that, enjoy that. Because of lack of this heat only, in all countries, corona is increasing. Why corona virus is increasing, you know? It increases only in AC rooms. In all foreign countries, this temperature is not there. Wherever cool, it is too cool, virus, coronavirus especially, it spreads rampantly. That's why, thank God, summer is coming for us. Don't sit in AC rooms. Avoid AC especially now, at present. And I heard that even this neem, vepamaram, and the sticks, and the ambram, the mango sticks, you put and burn them, that poga will not allow the coronavirus to come. Even karpuram, arati, dhupam, all this will not allow the coronavirus to come. Now you know, whole world is going to come to our line. Namaste, start pannyachi. And homa. Homa is why our people did homa, you know. Once homa comes, that because of that poga, that smoke, it goes to the cosmos, 12 kilometers it goes, it seems, and purifies the air. No virus can survive. Nowadays people are criticizing. The whole world is going to appreciate the Vedic science. How hygienic our people were. No evil forces can come, no virus can come. Why they put sambrani at home, you know? When children are there, especially they put sambrani. Poga vitla. Why the cow urine they sprinkle in the house? You know, when we were young, cow's urine they used to sprinkle. It will not allow the bacteria. It will not allow the virus. That's why nature, rain is very, very good for the body. When rain comes, try to bear that water. Nature is always good for you. Fire is one of the nature principle, 5 elements. Water, the rain water is also one of the 5 principles, elements. Therefore, try to be with nature. Our rishis never want to conquer the nature. See the greatness of our rishis. They never have idea of conquering the nature. They want to live with the nature. They respect the nature. They love the nature. They live with the nature. They never cut the trees. They know the importance of the trees. Now the modern scientific world, they want to conquer the nature. Even global warming is also because of modern science. Our Homa Yajnas avoid global warming, really speaking. Because of this global warming, so many problems are coming. Like that, you can see our Vedic thinkers are very, very keeping not only for Hindus, for entire humanity. That's what they keep in their mind. So, Varshasu Asarashad means one has to take bath like, one has to expose one's own body in the rain. Asarashad means one has to expose oneself in the rain. So number 1 is Panchagni Vratam or Tapas Vratam or Tapas. Number 2 is Abhravak Akasha Vratam. Abhra means that cloud, water bearing clouds. Abhravakasha Vratam. Number 2. Now number 3, Udakasha Vratam. Number 2nd line you can see Akantha Magna Shishire. In winter season, one Grishma summer season over, number 2 rainy season over, number 3 in winter season Akantha Magna, one has to dip in the water in the river up to neck. If you go to Kumbh Mela, you can see all these cases. You have to dip in the water up to your neck and stay there in chill water, Ganga water, which is coming from that melting snow water that is. They stand. That is the toughening one's own body. Tapas means nothing but willful self-denial. I avoid certain comforts deliberately. Akantha means up to the neck. Magna, you have to dip in the waters. Shishire, in the winter season. Summer everybody stands. Summer you want to stand in the waters. But in winter season who want? Nobody want to take bath at all first. Where is the question of standing? You have to stand. So, evam vrittaha tapascharet. In this manner, one has to do tapas. They are all severe forms of tapas. Okay, what we have to do? Take bath properly and don't criticize rain. Don't criticize summer. Don't criticize any discomfort comes to you. Accept it as though Bhagavan has given you some time for you to do tapas. Okay? Without your plan. Convert every discomfort into a tapas. This much is relevant for us. All these are all not relevant nowadays. Okay? Now what is relevant now? Every discomfort, whatever, food is late suppose, water is not available, or suppose bed is not available, wherever you go sometime, suppose. Convert that discomfort as an austerity. என்னோட வீட்டில் நன்னா இருக்கும், பில்லோ இவ்வளோ ஹைட்டாக இருக்கும், பெட் நல்லா கம்ஃபர்ட்டாக இருக்கும், பட் ஐ எம் நாட் ஏபிள் டு அட்ஜஸ்ட் சொன்னா அவுட்னு அர்த்தம். யூ ஆர் நாட் ஃபிட் ஃபார் spiritual sadhana. That is why sadhana camp. Now you understand why sadhana camp. Sadhana camp is for that. Aneketti I am taking, all of you, every time. There, one student told me, Swami, the pillows are too high. Don't keep the pillow. Why you have to pick a pillow? And this news comes to me. Devaya, pillow height irukko, kammiya irukko, enna? Paravailleyena. Umpteen complaints. Any discomfort has to face, suppose, in the camp, suppose, either food or room or wherever, silently I have to withstand. அப்படி சொன்ன நான் கேம்புக்கே வரமாட்டேன் சுவாமின்னு வரலன்னா சரி, அதுக்கு பேர் என்ன, சாதனா கேம்ப். அதுக்கு தான் 2 வாட்டி வருவா 3 வாட்டி வருவா, அப்புறம் வரமாட்டா ஸ்டூடெண்ட். நாட் ஸோ ஈஸி. இட் இஸ் நாட் ஸோ ஈஸி. I cannot stay alone, Swami, in the room. I want a companion. Alone to alone, all alone. Swami Chinmayananda says, alone to alone, all alone. We have come alone. We are going alone. Learn to live alone also. Living alone is a type of sadhana. Lord Krishna also says, Vivikta Sevi Lagvasi. Vivikta Sevi means what? Learn to live alone. Even in Vanaprastha ashrama also, if you don't live alone, Grihastha ashrama over, no. Why can't you live alone? The husband always wants his wife, come, பின்னாடியே வா சொல்லிட்டு இருப்பார். அந்த அம்மா இல்லைன்னா கை கால் ஆடாது. அந்த மாதிரி டிபெண்ட் ஆகவே கூடாது. கிருஷ்ணன் சொல்ல போறார் இப்போ என்ன, எவ்ரிதிங் ப்ரிப்பேர் யுவர் செல்ஃப். டோன்ட் ஆஸ்க் யுவர் வைஃப் பிரிங் காஃபி, காஃபின்னு கேட்காது, நீ போய் வச்சுக்கோ காஃபி வேணும்னு. டோன்ட் டிபெண்ட் அப்பான் அதர்ஸ். ஈவன் வைஃப் ஆல்சோ should not depend on everything on a husband. Learn to live on your own. That is always good for you. Learn to live, depend upon yourself. Don't depend upon others. Don't become burden to others. Okay, next verse. Number 5. Agnipakvam samashniyat kalapakvamathapivam ulukhalashmakutovam danto ukhala evavam lukhala evavam. How one has to survive in day time, that food where from he has to get. He says Agnipakvam. Suppose he goes to forest, whatever is available, that roots and all in the forest, he has to boil, or not boil, he has to keep on the fire and make them and pakvam and eat whatever is available. Agni pakvam means Agni sambandham. Make them eatable. Hard roots you cannot eat, palla already problem. Therefore you can little bit make pakvam on the fire, so that they become soft. Then you can eat easily. Or samashniyat means you can eat them. Or kala pakvam. Let them, the fruits and all when they are raw fruits you cannot eat. Wait until they get ripened. Kala pakvam. Wait for some time. Some fruits are available. Wait for some time. They will get pakvam, ripened, and you can eat them. Kala pakvama atha api va. Then, what about grains, suppose? What about ganji? Suppose you have to prepare on your own. Don't demand for daughter-in-law. Don't demand from other people in the family. If they themselves give, okay. they don't give also. ஏன் இன்னும் லேட் ஆயிடுச்சு இன்னைக்கு போஜனம், 5 நிமிஷம் லேட் ஆகிடுதான். இந்த ஆனால் ஓல்டு பர்சன், ரிட்டையர்டு பர்சன் 5 நிமிஷம் கூட லேட் ஆகக்கூடாது, டக்குன்னு எல்லாமே டேபிள் மேலுக்கு வரணும். No, you have to do on your own. When you are in Vanaprastha ashram, ulukhala means some mortar. You can pound that grain with mortar, ulukhala. Or ashmekutta means stone grinder. Either ulukhala means iron one, you can pound that grains, or with a stone you can, because you are in Vanam, what you will get there, whatever is available, with that you have to ashmakutta. Ashma means stone, ashmakutta means a stone grinder, like you pound that grains. Or that is also not available, dantova, with your pallu. Dantova, dantolukhala, you can remove that grain, whatever skin is there on that, you remove that with your pallu and eat if possible. Otherwise you can manage in 3-5 ways are there. Mudiyadu inda kaalathila. So how you have to interpret now? At home, whatever food, whenever available, be satisfied with that without complaints. Mamiyar should not tell daughter-in-law, இன்னைக்கு உப்பு கொஞ்சமாக இருக்கு, காரம் ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்கு, நல்லா இதெல்லாம் சொல்லக்கூடாது. வாட் எவர் டாட்டர்-இன்-லா ப்ரிப்பேர்ஸ், வாட் எவர் வே யூ ஈட். பட் வெரி 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 டிஃபிகல்ட். ஈஸி டு சே பட் வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட். Prepare. This is called acclimatization. No complaint at all. Complaint-free mind is very important. Otherwise, we have umpteen complaints to say so many things about others. No person is perfectly perform his or her own duties all that time. Because error is human. But learn to accept others' errors. Learn to accommodate. If not, suppose I am not ready to accept, I am not ready to accommodate, so what? I want to teach them. You will not have a time for japa, you will not have time for dhyanam, you cannot do daiva chintana with japamala, you do only daughter-in-law chintana, how she is doing, what she is doing. All the time you worry about the servants, drivers, or cook is there at home, you know, that's all. You have to be behind her. So all the way very very difficult to lead a life. Not so easy, very very tough. But learn to adjust. All the way adjustment is life, nothing else. The more adjustable, more accommodative you are, more peaceful and more relaxed you are. Otherwise more restless, more disturbed, more confusion, and you cannot sleep also. Already sleep is very less time only comes. Just spend that time, convert that sleepless days, nights and all for japa. தூக்கம் வரமாட்டேங்கிறது சுவாமினி, தூக்கம் வர, இதே கம்ப்ளைண்ட் என்ன வருதுன்னு, தூக்கம் வரமாட்டேங்கிறது சுவாமினி. ஞாபகம் இருக்கிறதே இல்லை, இருக்காமல் இருக்கிறது நல்லது. வயசு வர வர ஞாபகம் குறைஞ்சுட்டே போயிடும். எதுக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கணும்? ரொம்ப மருது ஜாஸ்தி ஆகிறது சுவாமி, நல்லது என்ன, அது நேச்சுரல், ஆக்செப்ட் இட். அது பெரிய கம்ப்ளைண்ட்டு. ஏன் எல்லாம் ஞாபகம் இருந்தால் வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட் அந்த ஏஜுக்கு. பகவான் நல்லது தான் பண்ணியிருக்காரு நமக்காக. ஏன்னா வயசு வர 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 நமக்கு சக்தி குறைஞ்சிடும். அதனால ஞாபகம் கூட குறைஞ்சாதான் நமக்கு நிம்மதி. ஓகே, பகவான் நினச்சிட்டே இருக்கணும், அதுதான் பண்ணப்பான்னா. பட் இப்படி இருக்கிற வேர்டில் இதெல்லாம் கஷ்டமே சுவாமினி. யாரும் சொன்னால் ஈஸியானு, கஷ்டம்தான். எது கஷ்டம் இல்லை, எல்லாமே கஷ்டம்தான். கஷ்டம்னு நினச்சா கஷ்டம், ஈஸியானு நினச்சா ஈஸியாக இருக்கும், அவ்வளோதான். ஸோ நம்ம என்னென்னா முயற்சி பண்ணணும். முயற்சி பண்ணாது நமக்கு மெதுவாக கொஞ்சம் that resistance power. Mental resistance is very important. Otherwise, a emotional weak person always get disturbed easily. That disturbance leads to many psychological problems. All old people face many ailments because of emotional upsets. That's why strengthen your mind through Bhagavan's remembrance. Bhagavan, Bhakta says, one Bhakta, Bhagavan, please come and stay in my heart all the time, so that I need not worry about anything. Please come in my heart and sit. Ati bhishana katu bhashana yama kinkara patani kritatadana paripedana maranagama samaye umaya saha mama chetasi yama shasana nivasan hara shankara bhava shankara hara me hara duritam. Please destroy all my papams. The Yama is ready to come. Please, you come before he is coming and sit in my heart and do dance, Nartanam, Shivatandavam. அவன் இங்கே கஷ்டம் கொடுக்குற முன்னாடியே நீ வாப்பான்னு கேட்குறான். Not alone. Umayasah, along with Parvati, you come. So like that, we have to pray to the Lord. All the way, Lord alone. What is the essence of this? These two verses, love nature, fire, water, earth, even mud. There is a Mrittika Suktam is there. Mrittika. Olden days they used to take mud bath. Now they go to that natural hospitals and take mud bath. Paying how much? 5,000 rupees. If you go to near the river, the banks of the river, mud is so clean and so pure, and they apply to the body. Prithvi Mata, it cures many diseases. அதெல்லாம் சொன்னால் these are all olden days, we don't believe in. இப்போ அங்கே போய் மெடிக்கல் க்யூருக்காக என்ன பண்ணுவான்? ஆயில் பாத்து, மேலேருந்து ஆயில் ஊற்றுற. இந்த ஸ்பாயெல்லாம் என்ன நடக்கிறது தெரியுமோ? மட்டு பாத்து தான். If you go to Ayurveda hospitals, what do they give? Mud bath. And Ayurveda hospitals, they apply oil bath and fully apply oil. These are all those days they used to give. Our party, nalla oil தலக்கு வச்சிருக்காங்களோ உங்கள் பாட்டி? எனக்கு வச்சுட்டான். சின்ன வயசில் பாட்டி நல்லா ஆயில் வைப்பான் and apply the oil to the body. இப்போனா nowadays modern children, they don't apply oil at all to the hair. And the hair also, even flowers, wearing flowers is also important. I was telling in another class, my driver Kandan, he was telling, and flowers, they stimulate the brain cells, it seems. Jasmine flower, rose flower, any flower, lily flower, whatever, even parijatam, all they stimulate the brain cells. I asked him, how do you know this? I used to go to one house when I was working. அந்த வீட்டில் ஒரு வயசான ஒரு அம்மா இருக்காங்க. அந்த அம்மா டெய்லி பூ வாங்கிட்டு வான்னு என்னை கேட்பான். I used to ask her, எதுக்கு அம்மா உங்களுக்கு இவ்வளோ வயசான காலத்தில் இவ்வளோ நிறைய பூ வாங்குறீங்க, என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்னு. இன்னும் ரொம்ப க்ளோஸாக இருப்பா இவன் அந்த ஃபேமிலியில். எதுக்காக ஃப்ளவர் என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்னா, அந்த அம்மா சொல்கிறது, my granddaughter has got some mental problem. She is not able to grasp or remember some problem she is having. Therefore, I am putting these flowers to my grandchild. If this smell goes to her brain, the brain cells will be activated. That is why I am asking you to get jasmine flower, rose flower, every day different flowers she is putting to that shade. That driver from that time onwards daily buy the flowers and put in my car now. With his own money he puts. Then I started giving money. Don't buy from your money. இல்லைம்மா எனக்கு இது பழக்கம் ரொம்ப வருஷமா. ஏன் அண்ணா இதுதான் காரணம் சொன்னேன். Pujya Dayananda Swamiji says, Vriddha Vyavahara, the old people in the house, they know all types of medicinal applications, how to do. It's a great invention actually. அந்த பாட்டி சொன்னதுனால இவர் சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது. Putting flowers in that on your head, இந்த பின்னல் போட்டுட்டு, பின்னலே கிடையாது இப்படி. எல்லாம் முடி இப்படி தான் இருக்குமே, எங்கே பின்னல் போடுறது? பின்னல் எல்லாம் முடி இப்படி விட்டுட்டு ஆனால் எங்கே ஃப்ளவர் வச்சுக்கிறது? அதுக்கப்புறம் எனக்கு இன்னொரு தாட் வந்தது என்னென்னா, ஜென்ட்ஸ் வந்து காதில் பூ வைப்பான். நோட் பண்ணுங்க, நான் அது இது சொல்லும் போது அதுக்கு ஞாபகம் வந்தது எனக்கு. என்ன தெரியுமோ, எவ்ரிடே உமன் they used to wear flowers. Even our childhood also, everyday jasmine we used to wear. We never asked why we are wearing flowers, what for. ஒருத்தர் சொல்கிறார், ஒரு பாப்பா மாமனார், என்னோட மருமகளுக்கு பூவே பிடிக்காது சுவாமினி, அந்த அம்மாவுக்கு அலர்ஜின்னு சொல்கிறார் பாவம். அவர் மாமனார் ஹஸ்பண்ட் they want to buy flowers and give to daughter-in-law, they don't like now modern days-னா பின்னலே கிடையாது. பின்னல் என்ன கரெக்டு தான், பின்னல் போடுறது. பின்னல் போட்டார், மூடி வச்சா கொண்டை வச்சா கணிசம் பூ வைக்கணும். பின்னலும் கிடையாது, கொண்டை கிடையாது, பூவை எங்கே வைக்க முடியும்? அதனால் பூ வைக்கக்கூடாது. இப்போ எல்லாமே பூ எதுக்கு வைக்கிறோமோ தெரியுறதா? அந்த பூவில் இருக்கிற வாசனை பிலாங்ஸ் டு ஹூம்? மண். It belongs to the earth. It stimulates the brain cells. It is very good for health actually. Whatever our ancestors did, fantastic and scientific and healthy. Hygiene, everything. You have no question to raise why. How can you educate your children? First ask your daughters, daughter-in-laws to போட்டு பின்னல் போடு ஃபஸ்ட்டு. முடி விடக்கூடாது. முடி விட்டுட்டோன்னா காற்றுக்கு பறக்கும். அது once it moves out in the air, it fall in the kitchen and all, it goes to the food and it will go to your stomach and it will not get digest. Why they ask, don't cut your nails in the kitchen, don't cut your nails, don't comb your hair in the house? Why? Whereas you are combing hair, the hair fall on the ground. When you are cutting the nails, it goes inside the house and anywhere, and food particles it comes and you will eat that. It will never digest. Two things will never digest in the food, in the stomach: nail and hair. You tell this to your young daughters nowadays, educate them. Try. With understanding they have to put pinnal. It is a fashion and sollunga avladha. It is a fashion of the day, especially Sanatana Dharma. Every Sanatana Dharma is scientific. Tying the hair is scientific. Yes or no? You tell me now. Is it not scientific? Putting flowers, scientific. Not cutting the nails in the house is scientific. These are all called sadachara. That's why never hate the nature. Summer, love the summer, welcome the summer. All types of diseases will go away. One more point I want to tell you, it's coming in my mind, very important, everyone should note it. When the Britishers came to this country, they stopped money to Gurukulams. They didn't allow any person to give money to the Gurukulams. And the Gurukulam, what they do every day, they do Agnihotra, Homa, Yaga, Yajnam, they perform in Gurukulam. Once they stop giving money, they are not able to do a Yaga, Homa, etc. The time they stopped that yaga, the homas in Gurukulams, because no money with them, because the Britishers didn't allow them to give money to the public. Public should not give money to the Gurukulam. So Gurukulam has no money to do yaga, homa, etc. Because lack of homa, lot of this plague, they say plague, lot of virus, bacteria increased. At that time, lakhs and lakhs of people died. Because of rat, because of the dog, some type of rabies virus comes. That can be avoided only by homa. They could not avoid at that time, lakhs and lakhs of people died. The day people stopped doing homas, all this virus bacteria. Have you heard this any time in olden days? This type of virus, bacteria and all, pervasion? No. Now we people are telling, we are in modern scientific world. We don't believe in Vedas. We don't believe in Vedic culture. What you don't believe? Why you don't believe? Do you know that? Now Westerners are giving importance to our homa. The whole America is in tremors because of this coronavirus, increasing day by day. All other Japan, Germany, Spain, 100 countries. And they brought to our country also now. From Italy somebody brought, from Iran somebody brought. Veduma. Now how many people are suffering, you see. That's why Vedic teaching is relevant for all people, all the time, at all places. It is relevant for all people's health. To maintain the cosmic harmony, Earth, Mrittika Suktam tells, Mrittika, oh Mother Earth, you please help me, protect me so that I can reach Paramatma finally. Made out of earth, body is made out of earth, body is made out of 5 elements. How can you hate 5 elements? Your body is made out of 5 elements. You see the taking bath in the water and sitting middle of fire, because never hate the fire. See, your body has got fire, your body has got water, your body has got earth, your body has got air. Don't pollute the air, don't pollute water. Therefore, all of you must respect 5 elements. That is very, very important. Never hate any season when it comes. Every season before it is coming, welcome. Welcome every season and respect it. Every day morning we do namaskara to the earth. Karagre vasate Lakshmi, Karamadhye Saraswati, Karamule Sthita Gauri, Prabhate Karadarshanam, Samudravasane Devi, Parvatasthana Mandale, Vishnupatni Namastubhyam, Padasparsham, Kshamaswami. In the Prarthana, all prayers alone will protect us. All these are all meant to grains, fruits, flowers, whatever given by Bhagavan is for our good. Nothing you disrespect in this universe. Everything we have to respect. Therefore, what? Next class we'll see more. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi